Thank you so much, Grace. Welcome, everybody. This is amazing to be at a live event. It's my first live event since March of 2020, as I'm sure many of you as well. So this is just fabulous. I'm so grateful to be here. I came from BC and seeing all these amazing faces for the first time. I've known online and now I'm meeting face to face, so I am very privileged to be here today. Just a few housekeeping items before we get started with the program. The emergency exits are right here. If anyone needs to get out quickly if there's an emergency. You can go up the stairs, and bathrooms are straight out by my Blaise Hunter table past there, as well as on the second floor. And you must wear your masks in your seats unless you're here on the stage speaking. It's a really deep conversation today. Mental health is so important, but we need to go deeper and deeper, right? And so there's so many people going to be here today sharing raw stories and having deep conversations with us. So we just want to make sure this is a safe place for everybody. We want to make sure everyone feels that they are safe and they can create safety for the person beside them. So with that, we're just going to take a deep breath right now. And say with me, I am safe. I am safe. Perfect. We are going to calm the nervous system and get ourselves anchored to rest and digest, and we're going to receive whatever we need to today to help us with mental health wellness. So I'm so excited to join you. I am the MC for today. My name is Blaise Hunter. I'm an author, international speaker, fertility expert, award-winning humanitarian, and founder of the heroin movement, as well as a mother of purpose and a breaker of chains. And what I do with my Blaze the Trail consulting business is I'm a fertility expert that doesn't help people get pregnant. It's a different type of expertise. I actually inspire people to be fertile in their lives, to birth purpose, their passions, their dreams, their voices, their books, their brands, as well as help them discover peace amongst infertility. So that's what I do with my job, and I like coming here and sharing my story. And you know what? We're taking the day today with the Community Now magazine's 4th annual mental health event. The theme is Take the Day and Change the Narrative. And as Don Draper always says, if you don't like what people are saying, change the conversation. Today is all about changing the narrative. And we can't do that unless we first realize we control the narrative. We have the power to alter the conversation in our minds. It takes incredible effort and a resolute iron will. But once we find that freedom within, we can rewrite our own story and how it unfolds. We are no longer victims of circumstance. We are victorious! I believe with any event like this, it's so important to set the proper tone from the very beginning. Setting the tone creates an atmosphere for a heart connection. And the birthplace of connection is always vulnerability. We are going to hear powerful stories today from unique perspectives and from people with these speakers of going deep into their personal lives and sharing that with their courage today on this stage. And they're going to be vulnerable with you as well. Today I stand before you with my head held high and with the narrative of a heroine. But it wasn't always like that. Just 5 years ago, I wasn't the author of my life. I was stuck in depression and self-hatred. My dad faked his own death in my 20s. From there, I believed the lie that I was no longer enough. And rejection followed me like a lost puppy for years to come. My body began to listen to my toxic thoughts and that narrative, and I developed a rare autoimmune disease where I fight not to die every single day. This disease continued on and caused 3 horrific miscarriages, 2 collapsed lungs with 2 chest tubes. But guess what? Our biography doesn't determine our destiny. It's still a battle here today, but I am here, coexisting with my trauma. My dad still faked his death. I can't change that. I still battle for my life in this disease every day. I cannot change that. I still haven't had my second baby yet, but I cannot force this. But my narrative is a bit different now. I don't hide from my pain, I don't run from it, I harness it. That's how we take the day. We make a decision each and every day to draw our swords and breathe fire! That's what we do. That's how we take the day with our mental health. And that's how we empower the person beside us to take the day. We control the narrative, everyone. We don't need other people to save us. We can do this. And I'm standing in here today to stand in the gap for you and empower you to become the hero of your own life. So I'm so excited to get started with our first speaker today. We're going to dive right in with Crystal Phillips. Her love for neuroscience research developed after being diagnosed with MS in 2005. Crystal found therapies that promoted healthy living, healthy eating, and healthy moving. She found this to be the most effective form of treatment, allowing her to live a healthy and active life, drug-free. Crystal's personal success is what inspired her to create the Branch Out Neurological Foundation, a charity dedicated to raising funds to donate to research of complementary and alternative treatments for neurological disorders. Let's welcome our first speaker, Crystal Phillips.